In this session, we are going to discuss Mrichakatika as a prakarana. According to the traditional Indian aesthetics, referring to Bharata's Natya Shastra, also the later texts like Sahitya Darpana, a prakarana may be called a play of invention. The poet can here invent his own story, which is directly said swabuddhya prakurute, that is out of his own intelligence, created out of his own wish, own will. Now the storyline of Mrichakatika cannot be called completely invented by Shudraka, because the existence of an earlier play text, the pre-Kalidasa and pre-Shudraka author Vasa's Charudatta, suggests that the story was well known from some popular source. So, a Brahmana hero making love to a popular courtesan, this was part of some Lokagatha, some common folk tale, and that is also another characteristics of Prakarana. However, after the first 4 acts, Shudraka here has added some new turns and twists in the play, which are probably his own inventions, but we can't say it in a judgmental way because the original play of Vasa, Charudatta, it does not survive beyond the 4 acts. However, here are places for making his own inventions, and of course Shudraka is doing that. That is evident. According to sage Bharata, the manifold activities of Brahmanas, merchants, ministers, court priests and advertisers are to be the subject matter of a prakarana. So basically, who are the people coming within the purview of a prakarana? Basically, what we call the middle class in today's terminology. Unlike the Nataka, here we find not the aristocrats, the kings and queens, or semi-divine characters, royal sages or seers, but here common middle class people could be the major characters, the protagonists. All these characteristics are present in Mrichakatika, and Sahitya Darpana says that the major sentiment should be erotic, Sringara Rasa. So Mrichakatika follows this. Again, a prakarana has liberty to use a large expansion of Prakrita dialects, a wide range of apabhranshas. And very interestingly, Mrichakatika is a pioneering text in Sanskrit drama to have used 8 types of Prakrita dialects. We have found that the Nayaka in a Prakarana should be a minister, a Brahmana or a merchant who has fallen into some kind of misfortune. And Charudatta in Mrichakatika is exactly so, a Brahmana merchant who actually suffers from financial crisis. Further, it is said that the hero of a prakarana should be given to piety, religious piety, which is dharma, and striving for artha by noble means, of course. That is wealth. Charudatta is poor, but he is striving for more financial stability because he wants to do good to people. So, in a way that is honest, he is also striving for artha besides dharma, and he will also desire kama. So the first 3 purusharthas are to be understood, reflected within the purview of the Nayaka's action. Here exactly we find the same things. Charudatta's situation visibly conforms to this. He is poor but righteous, and he strives for money and love. Now let's come to the type of Nayika we can expect in a Prakarana. She should be either a Kulaja, that is the woman belonging to a good family, or a Ganika, that is a courtesan. In Shudraka's text, we find both kinds of women in major roles, Dhuta on the one hand and Vashantasena on the other. Again, Vishwanatha in Sahitya Darpana says that the title of a Prakarana should be given after the names of the Nayaka and the Nayika. For example, the other Prakarana plays in ancient Sanskrit drama, Malati Madhava by Bhavabhuti. But here we see the name of the Nayaka and Nayika. That is making the title together. This of course does not apply to Mritchakatika, but only on that ground the play should not be decategorized from Prakarana. Again, if we consider Prakarana is a play of invention, so this liberty regarding the changing of the name, bringing a kind of significant turn through the name itself, that can also be a part of the dramatist's strategy of invention. And we need to keep in mind that the definition of Prakarana in Sahitya Darpana appears to be a later addition to the theory of the entire Sanskrit dramaturgy, whereas the text of Mritchakatika predates that. Now for the title. The title of Mritchakatika can also be understood as part of the playwright's innovation. Apparently, it signifies Charudatta's poverty. His baby son is crying over a little clay cut because he does not have a golden one. It also makes a way for Vashantasena's genuine feelings to be expressed, her selfless desire to renounce her wealth and come down, to embrace Charudatta's poverty, being a part of his family. At the same time, the toy cart may as well symbolize things and issues more subtle and serious. It perhaps foreshadows the dramatic consequence following the exchange of cards. We see the climax in the play that is taking place because of an exchange of cards. Aryaka, while trying to escape from the prison, boards a wrong cart and comes to be helped by Charudatta. And Vashantasena, by a similar mistake, boards an empty cart which brings her to danger, to Shakara, who was waiting in the pleasure garden. And the symbolic toy cart may also indicate the complex journey of the life. The play actually dramatizes in its multiple ways. So, Shudraka's Mritchakatika is not simply hailed as a fine example of Prakarana. It has become a time-honored playtext. Though set in the ancient city of Ujjaini, it can bring together elements of romance, comedy, real-life situations, corruption, and an intriguing political subplot involving the overthrow of an evil king by a cowherd, and obviously a very pertinent and complicated issue of the gender. So, considering all these things, so many spaces, so many avenues for interpretation, so many preparations made in terms of invention, both by the playwright who wrote it and by several directors, players, readers who try to interpret it in so many ways up to this age, Mrichakatika remains a cult classic.